Hello, welcome to my home. If you're new here, my name is Karen. Do you mind if I talk and work? Let me get my phone out of my pocket. I've talked a lot. I'm going to need this table, so this is my photo declutter. I'm going to put it away temporarily for now. But I have talked about if you can get somebody to declutter. Oh, this is funny. Old lamp. This is being donated. This was on my just wait and see pile, but it doesn't work. And then this lamp, for some reason, I feel like this was broken too. So these are both going to go to the dump. Get those out of the way. Anyway, I've talked a lot about if somebody doesn't want to declutter, or maybe they have decluttered all their stuff, you feel like it could be in a different form. The thing to do is to say, could I help you? Would you like me to organize it for you? So, I have spoken to my husband about his books. He has a lot of books, and he's decluttered them like 3 times. So he's like, no, I want to keep everything I have. I said to him, do you think it would be helpful if I organize them? Now, one thing you should know about that, a lot of his books are Bible reference books from preaching and studying. And so I actually went to Bible college with him, same Bible college as where we met. We were commuting together because it was a commuting school. Keep working, Karen. And so I feel like I understand what order to put his books in. We talked a little bit about it too, so that I wouldn't completely mess it up. And so today I am going to be organizing his bookshelf. So I felt like I needed this table. Why am I not finishing the photos instead? Well, to be honest, I don't feel like it. I might do it next time. Also, I feel like it gets a little boring for me to keep doing the same thing over and over again, for you and for me. All right, but I will go back to the photos because I know some of you also have photos to declutter, but for now, we're going to work on the books. Here is one bookshelf. Actually, that's 2 bookshelves, one stacked on top of the other, and then a second bookshelf. We're not getting rid of any of these books, okay? I'm organizing them. So what I'm going to start with, these books that are on different books of the Bible, these are called commentaries. See, it says commentary. And so I'm going to do those first because, you know, he has sets. I just feel like it's going to be the easiest one to start with, you know, and then we'll be doing like biographies, autobiographies, other reference materials, and we're just going to go theology books. We're just going to do our best going shelf by shelf. And while I'm doing this, we will chat. This his mother got him because he had a VW Bug. It was his first car, so he keeps that. This was actually something he got me in California, and he doesn't want me to get rid of it. He got it a long time ago. All right, so there may be some trash. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Oh, and I thought I brought down cleaning wipes. Did I not? Let me go get my cleaning wipes. Yeah, I don't see them. So, as I have said to you, if you can't get someone to declutter, having it organized and neat is the next best thing. And then if you see like obvious trash, you can get rid of that, or you can ask the person for permission to get rid of it. I like to clean things as I go because my dream is to have a pristine basement. Not just decluttered, not just clean, pristine. Maybe I'll never get there. I don't know. So my motivation in this, even though he has said I'm not going to declutter anymore, is, let's say, down the line. Now, you know how sometimes there's some trash in here that I'll go through, and this is my bookmark I am going to get rid of. Sometimes, okay, I'm taking off anything that's not a commentary. I'm going to put it on the table. Sometimes someone will say, I'm not going to declutter any of this anytime, period, right? Okay, that's fine. There are times when you might have an inkling like, you know what? I actually think they are going to at some point, sometime. And to be perfectly honest with you, I do feel that way in this case. Am I going to push it? Absolutely not. I feel like if we were to move and downsize, a lot of these would go. But we haven't moved, we haven't downsized. And I'm certainly not going to make a grown man get rid of his books, right? So we'll keep them. But, and I even said this to him, I said, well, if at any time you decided you wanted to change your mind, wouldn't it just be easy if all the commentaries are together and all the biographies and all the Bibles, wouldn't it be easy for you to just be able to go down the line and be like, oh, this one, this one, this one, if they were organized? And he agreed, yes, that would make it so much easier. And so that is why I am doing this. And even there's some things like I bought him, I'm going to pull out some books that I don't think he wants. This one is one of them. I got it because there's someone I watch on YouTube, Sean Cannell, rhymes with YouTube channel, and he suggested that book. And I thought it might help us financially, so I bought it for my husband. He read enough of the book to get the gist of it. He wasn't really a huge fan. And so, you know, I'm going to just show him these books and be like, hey, there's a space on the shelf for it. But do you possibly want to get rid of this one? You know? So, looking for commentaries on individual books of the Bible. And down here is a series he got from my dad, Tyndale. And you know, you don't have to be into Bible books for this video. This video is about organizing for someone the things they want to keep so they can either have it super organized, which makes you happy because it looks nice, or eventually it makes it easier to see what you have, grab it, and declutter it. Okay, this is funny because the books of the Bible are in opposite, like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, it's going backwards, so I gotta change this. I can't take it. I can't take it. Oh boy, so it's like 12:30 in the afternoon right now. Normally, I would want this video up at noon Eastern Standard Time, but we are with one car right now with 5 of us that need to go places. So, not only that, but it's a very large SUV, and Yvonne's not really comfortable driving it. So, she had an appointment. I took her to her. She's going to work until she saves for a new car because her car died. Oh, 16 is out of order. She had an appointment, and then we went to breakfast. And the place we went to is only about 15 minutes from our house. But I swear it took them at least 40 minutes to make and give us our meal, which was breakfast when we ordered it at like 10 o'clock. But by the time it came, it was more like 11, and it was lunch. So, all right, more. Oh, this is so dirty. See, that's not a good thing. I'm getting it all dusted and nice for him. Now I am just going to look for other commentaries. Acts of the Apostles. And since if it's not in a set, then that's why it's not all together. Introduction to the New Testament, I'll temporarily put here. Application commentary, these are more like commentaries that are on a large section of the Bible. And then he's got like journals down here where he takes notes, which is great. And then he has Spanish Bible books. This goes with games. This is Chinese checkers. So, you know, these are Canon batteries that go with my old camera, so I should rehome that. This trash I need to get my trash bag out. All right. Make sure there are no commentaries on this shelf. History of Israel, that's more like an introduction, concordance, lexicon, text of the New Testament. So I'll probably put like Greek and Hebrew stuff, or maybe overview. History of Israel, let's put it on this side. Oh boy, do you love to have your books around you? Do you keep books that you're no longer going to read? Or do you read them and get rid of them? I am more one to read and get rid of. I'm not one to keep books. But that's reference material is completely another animal, you know. So he has a lot of reference material. I bet this is going to be a lot harder than I'm thinking. Intros. All right, now I know I'm going to bleed into intros. Intros to Bible books or intros to sections of the Bible. And I'm going to work a while on this, and that's going to be it. I'm not going to, spend all day down here. Just moving these around as I go. So these are more like intros. See if I have any other intros, and we go into Greek and Hebrew, which will probably be next. And then we'll probably go into books that are on theology, and I'm going to be keeping his Spanish separate. I tell you, it's a little hard to be blind doing this. For these, I can't see them down at the bottom. Oh my. I used to sell Pampered Chef to see what's in there. So he has a lot of academic books in Spanish. It helps him to work on his Spanish Bible dictionary. Now, as far as these ones that are too big, that's the hard part. I'm not going to worry about that right now. So let me know if you have ever done this for someone. I would be very interested to know where they were not ready. I don't want to say willing. They weren't ready to deal with, to go through and get rid of something. They want to keep it, but you said, how about I organize it? Oh boy. So, where I was going with this whole conversation about Yvonne having a appointment this morning is that because I am doing a lot of driving, it is affecting how many videos I can get out. So I appreciate your patience. I certainly hope it won't last. I certainly hope that eventually that someone's going to get another car. But I got to be honest with you, I don't think it's going to be me. I don't think my husband and I are going to be buying another car. Even though we would like to, I think it's better that we help her focus on getting a car. Every project I ever take on, I kind of knew this would be tough, but they always are a little bit harder than you think they're going to be. And then Shelves are always different heights, each shelf, so then you think one's going to fit. It doesn't, like this one. Would it fit here? It does, so we'll put it there. Bring it up. Now I know why he had it there. And then there's that. He'd be like, what is going on? Where some that don't fit are laying down so they can still be in their section. Then I'm going to try to be patient when this all gets messed up. Can you just picture it? The Old Testament on the bottom. He's even like, when my son was at Cairn University, they have a lot of Bible books, and they have been kind of like phasing that out. And so my husband has gotten a lot of really inexpensive books there. So that my videos are more a little bit of everything, is doing like the 20-20-20 method, just to kind of keep people engaged. These don't need to be here. But I definitely can't leave this like that, this too long. So that would be very obnoxious for him. What I might do is end up making that a Greek or Spanish.
Decluttering, organizing, and to be honest, even decorating is a process. It happens in layers. It never happens all at once. And it is a patient process. It is a difficult process. And you have to be very diligent, hardworking. You have to take it as you can. You can't rush it. You have to do it in increments of time that you can manage so that you don't burn out, because it's going to happen over time. It is a marathon, not a sprint. And the past few months, I have been feeling like this is more house than I can manage. Even the yard, I am only on a half acre, and I'm thinking, this is more yard than I really want to maintain. There's so much that needs to clear. And it feels like everywhere I look, all I see is work. And it is a bit overwhelming. And I'm going to be changing up or tweaking how I'm doing things, and just getting a good list for the day that is reasonable on what I hope to accomplish, and spending more like 20 or 30 minutes in each area. There's just so many areas between decluttering and cleaning and gardening and doing things that I love to do, keeping up with my Bible study, because I do lead someone in a Bible study once a week. There's just a lot of pans on the fire, because you know how it is when you're homemaking. Homemaking is like 15 jobs put into one. It's not just one job. And then if you also have a job outside the home, and though I don't have a job outside the home, I will say that editing takes me, it could be 4, 5, 6 hours sometimes. I'd like to learn to do videos where I'm only taking a couple hours to edit, which actually this one is. But it can often take several hours of my day, so it is a job. And, you've got so many pans on the fire, it gets super overwhelming. Now, definitely, if I get an opportunity to scale my house down, I am going to jump at it quickly. But I don't see that on the immediate horizon. And so I just have to find a way to maintain my home. And people that deal with anxiety, because I deal with anxiety, when I hear she's in her apron, when she gets anxiety, she tends to go to bed. Like, she was in bed with anxiety. For me, the anxiety voice, anxiety often has a voice to it. When I get anxiety, the voice in my head is saying, you're not doing enough. So when anxiety hits me, I go faster and faster and faster until I completely collapse in a heap of exhaustion, and then I'm too tired to feel anxious. So I'm just trying to kind of balance all that out, manage all that. It's one of the reasons I'm getting back into crafting. I'm loving gardening. I'm doing things around the yard that I love to do. I have to be able to stagger the things I don't love with the things I do love. I have to take breaks, and those are things I am very intentional about. that kind of have to go on the to-do list. I do have to time how long I work. I have to be able to reasonably think how much can you do, and 20 minutes is a good little amount of time, 20 to 30 minutes max, and then take a break, do something different, do something I enjoy, then do something that's tough. And I used to do this with my kids for school too. Because I was homeschooling, I would say math. Okay, we're going to start with math when your brain is fresh. Then we're going to do something you like a little better. Then we're going to go back at something that isn't your favorite. Then we're going to do something you like better. We're going to take breaks. Those types of things are so important for all of us. And I hope that by watching my videos, you're never going faster, 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 faster. You know, when something is tough and when you're tired, it's more important to go slower, 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 slower. You'll get more done in the long run if you slow down. One of the things that I do when I'm really like feeling exhausted, but there's something I absolutely have to do, I'll put a video in my ears and I will focus on doing it very slow and methodically. And, you know, when I was younger, maybe I wanted to do it quick and get it over with. But as I grow older, I'm learning that it's better to do it slowly and methodically. And then over time, it will be done. And I'm learning I'm not a brain surgeon. Nobody is going to die if I don't get the dishes done. So I am just learning to pace myself. And you let me know, are you learning to pace yourself as well?
All right. Give myself a place to sit. This is the part of the project where I go, what was I thinking? I should have left well enough alone. All right. My dream for this shelf here is to be all of his Spanish books. Because he doesn't really have a place for that stuff. I mean, he does. Obviously, he has these shelves. But I feel like it would be better to have all of the Spanish books together. I see he has a theme going on there of Bibles. But I'm going to move the Bibles over here, of which we have many. See, like maybe you'd look and go, hey, I don't need 10 Bibles. This Bible, I was actually thinking of bringing it out and using again. This is mine. It's the NIV, New International Version, Keyword Study Bible. So I'm going to pull that out. It's the type of Bible Beth Moore uses, which is why I got into it, was because I was in a time of my life where I was doing a lot of Beth Moore studies, and she had mentioned it's a really good Bible as far as the keywords, concordance, that sort of thing, looking up words. And then what is this? Oh, this is like a sketchbook. Hey! That'd be fun to use. Alright. Oh, man. I've been kind of going through a bit of a pain flare. These are various notebooks of his, of which we shall keep them all. Obviously, we're going to keep literally everything I'm pulling. But right now, we're isolating Spanish. And this is a repeat, so I might see if he's willing to get rid of that. Because when we went to college together, you know, some of these are mine, some are his. I thought I got rid of all of mine, but I see I didn't. So this is mine. It's just so hard to know what to do with Bibles that when you've marked them all up. But I don't feel like he needs to have any of my stuff on here, because he needs the space.
Good Lordy B, isn't this just part of it when you have let things pile up? Oh my goodness. And I am thankful to say I did not break any bindings or ruin any books as I was doing this project because honestly, I'm a little surprised by it myself. And you can see the top of that bookshelf. This is why I feel like we do need to get another bookshelf. And what I had said to my husband in the end of it all was, let's get a tall one. This was my grandfather's shelf, actually, this little one. And man, we've had it for years too. So maybe I'll paint it and make it look pretty.
That's mine. It's his. Mine. Oh, that's Fran's. I heard Robin saying to one of the girls, "Where's your mother?" And he said, "You were so quiet. It had me worried." I don't blame him. I was like, "I'm reorganizing your books." He's like, "Oh, ho." And I'm like, "You told me I could, remember?" He goes, "Was I asleep when I said yes?" But I was saying, I go, "We need to buy you another bookshelf because as I do this, it's clear you don't have enough bookshelf." And he's like, "No, I don't want another bookshelf." And I was like, "Dude, remember we had stuff stacked and everything." And he was like, "No, I'll get rid of books." And I said, "You said you didn't have any more to get rid of." And he goes, "No, I have more I could get rid of." So this is me very excited. This is why you're not going to see this video today. You're going to see it tomorrow. Because I probably won't have time to edit it and get it up today. I've been trying to get a video up every day, but since I'm the only driver, or during the day, I'm the driver, I don't think I can do it. So every time I get a video up, it's going up. And I know all of you watch other channels, so when you go on to see those other channels, you'll hopefully see that mine is up. It won't, but I wanted, eventually I'll get back to being able to do it at noon. But for now, I want them to go up as soon as possible, so they're just going to go up when they're done. So what I'm going to do is reorganize what I have left so that he can see them clearly, get my stuff completely out of the way, and then he can come down here and just go, go, go.
Of course, I'm super excited. I don't think he necessarily realized I meant tonight, but I had said to him literally 5-10 minutes tops because getting everything kind of categorized did help him to just go through it all very quickly, which you will see in a few minutes. So I'm just trying to get, autobiographies or biographies together, Christian living books together, fiction, his journals, all those things reorganized so that he can just go through it quickly. We also ended up finding some notes of his that he's, kept when we decluttered the file cabinets. And on the shelf that you can see the boxes, the plastic boxes, the one on the right-hand side, the second shelf down, that's actually notes of his. So another day I'm going to organize the notes so that they're categorized according to subject, but that is for another day.
This stuff he can just quickly go through all of his Spanish resources.
And then that stuff, and this is what he'll go through to decide if there's anything he would like to get rid of. And I'm pooped, and I'm done, and I'm glad for a break. So I'm going to show you now what I've been working on with my wreath. Actually, I'll show you that if there's room at the end of this video. If not, you'll see it tomorrow.
Come on, let's go. Come on. Is the camera filming me now? Hi.
Show you what I've done so far.
Biology, Bibles on the bottom, theology, the middle right, reference books.
Yeah, these don't really fit. So
Greek books.
yeah, but I went commentaries,
Yeah.
Hebrew,
Yeah.
Greek,
Yeah.
concordances mostly,
See
theology,
that?
Bibles, Spanish.
Yep.
So then these are what's left. This is originally why I was like, you need more shelves. Because when I look at what you had left for shelf space. But like these three I could have actually getting rid of. So I kind of just held them out.
Yeah. That would be true.
But I tried to kind of pile them with like things.
Yes.
Hang on, let me get a box. Do you know where I should put the camera? Do you want Rich Dad Poor Dad? You hate this book.
I didn't hate it.
Is there anything that we need from this book?
It's one of those things you go over once, then you go back to again and try to look at it.
How about these two books?
I can get rid of those. As soon as I finish, I should put this one upstairs because as soon as I finish it, then we can get rid of it. Because I'm almost done with it. Not yet. These are all journals.
Yep.
I mean, I would assume I'm keeping some
I
journals.
just piled them together, that's all.
I don't know about.
Yeah, I can get rid of the quietly.
It doesn't have to be quiet. Yeah. I mean, these aren't really journals, although that's your writing.
Oh. Yay, it's mine!
I mean, this has nothing in it.
Yeah.
This is like really old school. It doesn't have the stuff in it, but it's still worth keeping. But it's just not like this one. This one's full of messages and notes and stuff. Even this one's not overly.
There's room over here too to put some.
I mean, I could go through most of these and probably. Like, this one's just a notebook. That's all it is. There's nothing in there, no writing or anything. So,
Are we keeping it or getting rid
yeah,
of it?
I'm going to keep it.
And we're keeping this, so we can just put it right here.
We're trying.
That wasn't so hard.
No, I mean, eventually, like when we talk
Why
about
don't you just look
if
at
we
that
move or
bottom
whatever,
shelf?
all this stuff's got to go. This could probably go.
In the end, we are definitely going to get a tall bookshelf, an inexpensive one, probably the next time we get paid. I definitely want all of the books displayed properly so he can see what he has and have the ability to use it. So I hope this video was helpful to you. I'm going to show you what we decluttered. I am excited that we decluttered a little bit. Every little bit counts, but it's okay if you don't. So I hope this motivated you, inspired you, gave you some ideas that if you can't declutter it, organize it. Make it look nice, and then it doesn't bother you so much, and it helps the person who owns the stuff. So, as always, remember, God loves you, I love you too, and I can't wait to see you next time.